Oh, dudes and dudettes! It's time for me to continue my training in Dragon's Maze! I'm doing a draft. I got Case on the phone. What up, Case?
Not much.
Alright, here it comes. Alright, where is the... here we go. I'm going to be doing the DGM.
Do the 8-4s. Do the 8-4s.
Oh, yeah, let's go big, man.
They actually have 8-4s and 4-3-2-2s of this. Oh, you just missed it.
That's fine, that's fine. I like to give a little intro. So I have my Never Surrender shirt. Yes! Yeah, I'm never gonna surrender. Not once this game, Case. They gotta kill me.
Victory or death.
True.
No compromise. To the last man? I don't know. I'm running out of
to the last
ways to say
HP.
that.
So for any of you who have not watched Magic at all before, I'm a special invite to the Magic Pro Tour this weekend, which means I did not qualify via skill. I qualified by being really attractive, and my beauty is hopefully going to carry me through the tournament. But I figure I may as well practice some as well. So I'm about to hop into a draft. If you've never seen a draft before, you should. It's totally awesome. Oh my god, it's going to fire. Alright. Oh, dude, I'm Gruul, 100%.
That's a pretty nice one to open.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and increase these little card sizes up here. Savage-born Hydra. Oh, yes, double strike. What else do we have here?
This is a pretty good pack.
So Sin Collector's nice.
Maybe not, actually.
This is nice. This is good if you have a lot of gates, but this is probably only excellent in, like, triple Dragon's Maze. Viashino First Blade is really good.
Yeah, the gatekeepers are like great in triple Dragon's Maze, but unless you can get some early gates, like they don't have that much value early.
Let's see here.
And then you get this pack.
Got some Steam Vents. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blast of Genius is pretty nice in general. This format's kind of slow. Deputy Vakils is good. Gruul War Chant, I have no idea if it's good or not. Maul the Obzadot. Looking around...
I think if you like really want to stay Gruul, you can take the War Chant.
Yeah, but I think I might just snatch Steam Vents and do nothing. I'm debating between these two. Blast of Genius and Steam Vents.
They took... Oh, they took the rare. Okay. So that he could be in anything.
No, he took a common.
No, he took a rare. The dual lands take the place of the guild gates.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, so he took a rare. You could take the Steam Vents and either play like Is It splashing the Savage-born Hydra, or like Simic splashing red, or Gruul splashing blue.
Well, I ran out of time, so I took it.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Oh, Zertod Druid. Nice. And it's foil, too. Ooh, baby. I actually have
I'm a huge fan of the Crawl Warrior.
Let me actually change my screen resolution really fast. Alright, if it flickers, it should. It actually... Wow, that refreshed amazingly fast. That was a delight. Alright, Case, you might start dropping. Alright, so... Let's see here. Yeah, I love the Crawl Warrior a lot, but I'm probably just going to go for the Zertod Druid because I think Acceleration's so big in this format. So I'm going to take it. Bam.
Sounds good. There's a lot of ways to accelerate into a really big hitter, which is pretty nice.
Actually, we'll increase this a little bit. I know there's some overlap, but, you know, I work with what the overlay gives me. None of these cards are that good, except for the First Blade.
Yeah, you could also take the Guild Gate with, like, just the assumption that you're going to splash blue, but, you know, splashing blue is not, like, the best place to be in Gruul.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be red, green, blue, you'd really want to be, like, blue, green, splash red for removal or something.
Yeah.
You could also take, like... Well, this mutant's Prey will wheel, and just in case you end up in, like, Simic. I'd probably take the Guild Gate. But that's just me. The First Blade is alright, too, but it kind of pulls you in multiple different directions.
Oh, I didn't click it fast enough. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I can just take the guild gate again.
Well, you have an actual card to pick here, though.
Yeah, Maze
rather
Glider.
than, like...
Maze Glider's
No,
good.
the Thrashing Moss Dog is excellent.
Really?
Yeah. Like, he's a 3/3 for 4 with 2 kinds of upside, because he's got Reach and Scavenge. And, like, that's... In this format, like, having a 3/3 for 4 in itself is not that unreasonable, even though there's a ton of 2/4s. But he's got a lot of upside. And, I mean, you're going to probably be, like, base green anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, have to be bait. I mean, I gotta play this guy. Ooh.
Yeah, but you could very easily be, like...
Now, this card I freaking love, Species Gorger.
I know you love that card.
I love that card so much. It's probably just a Crowl Warrior. He's great.
Yeah.
What does this card do?
I've had, like, some really good experiences with that and some really bad ones.
Alright.
I mean, it's the only, like, real card in your colors, and it's also, like, a pretty good one.
I'm just gonna take it.
It's just, it's situationally dead or a blowout, so, what can you do?
Alright, I have a Clue Stone, which could be nice for accelerating to the big dudes. Broad Farm Skeleton does not excite me. Morgue Burst is pretty neat, but I don't have any fixing for it.
I'd probably take a Gate over a Clue Stone. Just because there's a very real chance that you end up just being, like, really aggro Gruul.
Yeah.
And this guy's, like, you can play this guy on turn 3.
Oh, dude.
As a 1/1,
yeah, I got a guy.
Price. Or you can play him on, like, turn 6 as a 4/4 and just have him be an instant monster. And, like, both of those are fine. That's why this guy and the one from M13, both of them are, like, pretty insane if your opponent doesn't answer them instantly.
What's the M13 one?
It's like green and X, and it's like every turn it doubles the number of counters on it. And once it hits 10 counters, it gets trampled too.
Oh, yeah, I know what one you're talking about. Okay, so more Mutants Praise than I know what to deal with. I actually don't know how to read what's happening around the table just because there's, like, so much stuff. I guess I'll just take the Mutants Prey and be on color.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's no reason not to get off your plan because you've got 5 good cards and some decent mana fixing.
I guess I'll just snatch the Mending Touch and probably not run it.
Yeah, you can. It's kind of like a trick. It's not the worst.
Ooh, wow. Baby.
That's surprising.
Ooh, yes, sir. All right.
Also, Warrior is, like, really good. I'm surprised that wheeled.
Since I probably won't take another Mutant Spray because I won't be running it, so I might just hate the Lie of Decree.
Sure. I mean, you're not going to be like a token, so the Restore piece doesn't do that much to you.
Maze Rush are fantastic. Crypt Incursion. I will take Wake the Reflections in spirit of what I'm running this weekend at the PT. And by the way, if you could just give me, like, a little bit of time to, like, talk out my thoughts, because, I mean, obviously I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do, but I want to feel the pain of being oh so wrong.
Alright, let's open a Domri Rod here.
We didn't. We whiffed it. Ooh, we have a Fire Fist Striker. Merciless Eviction. Scorchwalker. Bomber Core. Adaptive Snapjaw. I think it's a pretty clear Fire Fist Striker here. Nothing else.
This pack is actually really
it's pretty
bad.
nice. It's pretty nice. Got these 3 for me. And
yeah, one of those might come back. But the pack overall is, like,
yeah, the pack overall
really
is terrible. But for me, I mean, it's this little set here that I'm kind of like, yeah. Hey, there's a Simic Charm I could splash.
It's true. You do have a Steam Vents and a Gruul Guildgate. Both of those assist in the splash.
I could go Boros Guildgate and try to splash the first blade, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense.
It doesn't. Usually, when you're splashing, you want to splash for high impact spells.
Yeah, and like late
this guy,
late use
like,
spells. Yeah.
Yeah, like this guy the Hydra who, like, just is a game winner if you can play him and attack with him.
Took the Simic Charm, and I have another Fire Fist Striker, which is great. Although every bone in my body wants to take the Drakewing Krasis because it's one of my favorite cards. I think he just looks so cool. Yeah. All right, Fire Fist Striker, go. Do it.
The nice base of like a really aggro Gruul deck here.
Yes, I do. And yes, I did, Case. Oh. Okay. There's the Shanktail. There's a second Guild Gate. Oh, it's just a Shanktail time.
Yeah, he's actually like
good on his own in
exactly
combat. Trick-or-ratery.
Yeah, like he's a decent 4-drop and he's a combat trick. Like that's the power of Blood Rush, right?
It's the power of Blood Rush.
It's exactly where you want to be.
Oh god, never surrender, Case. Let's do this. Let's get this done. Although this Zertod Druid, I kind of want something juicy to accelerate to.
I mean, this is something juicy to accelerate to. You can play it on turn 3 as a 2/2.
Alright, what do we got? An Ember Beast! Oh yeah, and look at that Ruination Worm. I'm gonna call it now. I think Ruination Worm is gonna come back and visit me. I miss him.
I would take that bet. Let's just say I would take that bet.
Alright, I'll bet you one ticket. One ticket right now.
I'm saying it's not.
Alright,
So that was, what, 5 picks in? So 7 more 12. So land and 2 cards. And there's 3 cards left in the pack.
Yeah.
There's a Ruination Worm.
Come on. Oh, God. This is so good.
Everybody in the draft is watching your stream, and now they're just not going to take it, just to spite me.
Alright, time to just wait. We're just waiting. I'm really happy about these Crawl Warriors.
I'm amazed at Crawl Warrior Wield. Like, the pack was pretty deep, but that guy is really good.
Yeah. We got a massive raid. We have an Ember Beast.
Another Drakewing Krasis.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ooh, yeah. Biovisionary. Okay, so... let's see here. So... I mean, obviously removal is great, but Ember Beast is also excellent, especially with these Fire Fist Strikers down early. But probably just going to Massive Raid? I'm really torn. I actually don't know how to evaluate one. If I were doing my own thing, I would probably take the Ember Beast.
I would take the Ember Beast. You just want as many creatures as you can. You need some more 3-drops because this First Blade is not like a creature that you're going to run.
Wow.
Well, so nobody's in Boros, probably. Well, that might not be true. Well, there might be only one person who's drafting Boros.
Burst of Strength is great.
Yeah, and Burst of Strength is a nice trick. Ooh. It's an interesting little decision that you have.
I have Skinbrain Goblin, an Active Treason, and a Primal Visitation. I'm going to go with Active Treason. I technically have a Forced Adaptation, but you've weaned me off that. I'm probably going to go with Active Treason.
I think it's pretty close. I like Skinbrain Goblin a lot. It's a very good creature. It is a combat trick, too. Active Treason is also an effect that you kind of want to have in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have at least one in like this really aggro kind of deck, but there's also Trader's Instinct in...
Ooh, wow. Okay, now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, now. It's coming up. It's coming up in the next pack.
Actually, I would consider the Wildwood Rebirth over the Foundry Seed Denizen. Just because you can Blood Rush and pick it back up. And
I'll give it a shot this time. No shit! Oh my god, I lost the ticket. No, I can't.
Ship it. I'll get it from you later.
Oh man.
Now I get to gloat for the rest of the draft. Oh wow, the Massive Raid Wield.
What is that doing here? I guess, like, really no one's read. I'm probably not going to run this Simic Charm since I'm getting some goody goodness.
Yeah, you've got some really good, like, late picks. Like, that Skinbrand Goblin is just, like, a giant gift.
Oh, dude, ain't it? Ain't that the
And then the
truth?
Crawl Warrior was like a huge gift. I mean, I think Crawl Warrior and Skin Grand Goblin
Oh,
are like
dude.
relatively close in power level.
Part of me
But
wants to just take the Skymark Rock. I hate that card. But I
part
think
of you always wants to take the Skymark Rock. There's also a
always.
blue card hiding underneath here, but it's not something that you'll be
Whoops.
taking.
Oh, it's
So
Paralyzing Grasp. Okay.
I mean, you
Um,
don't have 5 Ethereal Armor, so you can't take Paralyzing Grasp.
I think Coruscant is really good for this deck. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really have any other choices other than hating this, so I'm going to take Coruscant.
Yeah, I mean, you could take the Grove or the Guardians and maybe like try to splash it, kind of, but I don't know. I would take the card that I'm. As just a kind of a general rule of thumb, you generally want to take a card that you might play over a card that you don't want to play against.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Gorehouse Chainwalker is really good for me.
Yeah, this pack is
Nice.
fairly deep, but not like too exciting.
Okay, I mean, I guess the Gorehouse Chainwalker is pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and hide this Viashino First Blade. I'm going to hide my Steam Vents, and I'm going to hide the Simic Charm for now. Towering
Right.
Thunder Fist.
Probably. Yeah, I was just gonna say you can probably hide that Thunder Fist.
Poop off. Let's see here. I don't know if I should hide. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave this up for now.
The Armed and Dangerous. I
Yeah.
really like Armed and Dangerous.
I like the armed portion of it, but
I like the Dangerous portion because it's kind of like a falter effect. Basically, they
I
don't get
guess
to.
I've actually never considered casting it alone. I was only thinking of it as like the combo. Okay.
Yeah, the split cards are awesome because like if you were willing to play one side of it, it's completely worth playing. This
Well,
pack sucks.
Well, there's Visit Charm.
Yeah, there is it charm. Like you could also just take the Batter Horn, I guess.
Or the bellows lit. Fuck this, man. Horncallers chant go. I wonder if I could actually get away with. No, I can't get away with 16 land.
You might actually.
I might. Well,
depending
if
on
I can, cut some of this high end stuff out.
Yeah, if you can end up getting rid of like this Maze Rusher, basically,
Yeah.
then you can probably end up with 16 land just fine. I don't know. This pack is pretty miserable for you.
I'm just taking Use It Charm.
Wow, there's another really good. There's actually 4 cards in this pack that you want.
No, okay. Bloodfray Giant. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Obviously.
You don't not be in my
Bloodfire
deck.
Giant is amazing.
Okay, so.
And another like empty pack for you.
Well, I'll pick up a Rhino and see what pans out.
Yeah, it's like the only card.
Oh baby. Oh baby. Well, this is an easy pick right here, man.
Oh man. I would have taken the long legs, but
All right, Giant Growth is what I want.
yeah. I would have taken the daddy long legs there, but
Okay, let's see here.
gotta go with your love, right?
Yeah.
Take
All right.
the-
Look, let me
crew.
hide the Lobber Crew. I'm
You
gonna
probably play it. I mean,
hide the Charm. I'm gonna hide the Wildwood Rebirth for now. Mending Touch. I'm gonna hide. Maze Rusher. I'm gonna hide.
you probably hide the Foundry Street Denizen too. Well, you might actually end up playing that guy.
I guess the Drudge Beetle. I mean, it's solid, but I'm thinking maybe a second course I might. But
I think you just want creatures.
yeah. I mean, the Blood Rush is just so good, and the other.
Yeah, and you have multiple Ember Beasts, so like, yeah. Racketeer, which you probably won't play.
I guess a Shred Freak, which I also probably won't play.
You could also take the Electrickery, but I would have probably taken the Sundering Growth, but
Nope. Already
gotta
running,
go with Lizard.
already running them over in my Cop Out Tokens deck.
Oh yeah, right. You can't run the same cards in both decks. I forgot
Oh
about that.
yeah. Well,
Ooh, wow.
time beating them down.
You've had some like really. It's weird. Like
This is
you
just an
didn't see
odd draft.
you didn't see a lot of early stuff. Like you didn't see a lot of really high end stuff. in your early picks, but then you like wheel Crawl Warrior and Giant Growth and Skinbrand Goblin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling really good. I mean, honestly, this is my one fear is that I'm basically just drafting what I see, as opposed to doing too much of the reading into the other people's.
Yeah, that's probably better. You don't really need to like. There's so many color fixers in this format that a lot of people end up in like 3 colors, and if you just kind of like get 23 playable cards in like 2 colors and play that, your deck is just going to be fine. Like
Burst of Strength, Giant Growths.
you might end up playing some like not that great stuff like Rebel Belt Rhino or Rebel Rhino, but like he's still just a 5 or a 3/4 for 5. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, year in there and year in there. Okay, so here's what are some other things we could possibly play, like a Wildwood Rebirth?
You could play that too.
Let me see here. Racketeer, probably not. Maybe a Foundry Street Denizen. Probably not the Shred Freak. It's a little bit hard to do. And,
you can also play the Rhino. Like, he's not the worst.
Yeah. Kind of like my curve stopping early. Let me set this here, and... Alright, so we're gonna do... Alright. Alright, everything in this spot. Alright, nice. So I can get 2 cards. I think I'm gonna do an Armed and Dangerous for the double strike.
Oh yeah, that card is actually very good. Like, in an aggressive deck especially. It's just very, very good. It's also kind of like a removal spell.
I think I'll probably run the Foundry Street Denizen.
Okay.
If I could say, of these 4 last cards, I'm probably going to remove these 2, the Wildwood Rebirth and the Bellows Lizard. I feel like it's Lobber Crew, Rubbleback Rhino, or Foundry Street Denizen.
You could also run, like, Foundry Street Denizen and Bellows Lizard and run 16 lands. Just because everything you have is playable off of 3 lands except for the Giant, the Moss Dog, and the Chorus of Might.
Actually, that's exactly what I want to do. Let's get the Gruul Guildgate up in this.
I actually don't even know if you run the Guildgate.
Actually,
you're only
never
2
mind.
colors. Like, you're only 2 colors, you don't really need to splash. Like, you don't have, like, triple red, double green mana requirements, you just have a couple double red.
Alright. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to hit submit. Alright, Case, we've built a deck. Here we go. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to this screen so we can have a nice little edit. But I've just hit submit, and it's time to wait. I'm going to just step away to the restroom. And let's go ahead and... let's just go to a break. I'm just going to use the restroom real fast. I'll be back.